guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a black smoky eye look. I think the smoky eye looks great on everyone. And so if you like this look, keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is prime my lids. And I'm gonna start with my eyes first today because we're using dark colors like black for a black smoky eye. I don't want the eyeshadow fall down on any like foundation or anything that I'd already put on. And I'm just gonna prime my lids with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. See that? I'm just applying it all over my lids with my finger to prevent creasing. And then I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm spreading that all over the lid to set the concealer. The next thing we're going to do is use Scotch tape. Just plain old Scotch tape. And I take that and I put it on the back of my hand. Just so it's not so sticky. You don't want it to like rip your skin off. And I'm going to put that from the bottom outer corner of my lid, or of my eye, I should say, up until the end of my eyebrow. What that does is, if your eyeshadow, it's okay to pull it out this way, but if I accidentally start pulling it down, it makes my eyes appear to droop. You want to make sure that it's actually like stuck on your skin here and there's no like bubbles, because then it might not work. Okay, so now that's on and we're looking real cute. All right, so now we're gonna start with our shadow. And the first thing that you wanna do is pick a transition shade. So the transition shade is the shade that I'm going to put into my crease here. And so for my transition color, I'm gonna use, well, not only my transition color, but every color I use today is gonna be the Jaclyn Hill palette. I am going to use this shade here. It's like a light brown. It's called Silk Cream. And I'm just going to put that on my brush, swirl my brush around in here. Okay. And then tap off the excess. And then when you're working with shadow, you want to know, or you want to make sure that where you want the color to be the darkest is where you start the brush. Okay. So I want the color to be the darkest out on the outside. And so I start here and then start blending it in. And so for my transition color, I want the color to go into my crease here and then above, a little bit above. So I'm just going to go into the same palette. I'm going to go in with this shade, and that color I think is called Pukey. I'm using a Fluffy Dome shadow brush here. It's from Makeup Geek. I think it's their blending brush. So for this color, I'm going to try to concentrate it more below the brown that I just did, but continue it into the crease. And so to do that, I'm going to change how I use the brush or approach the lid when I'm putting on the shadow. So instead of just coming at it and swirling, I'm going to kind of angle my brush down just to make sure that the shadow stays lower than the first color. So when I angle it down, I'm going to stick it right in the crease. Start on the other outer edge because that's where I want it to be the darkest. And then I just kind of work it in there. Yeah. So next we're going to start on the black. And what we're going to do for that is we're going to use a cream base first to get the most black payoff that we can. And so for my cream base, I'm just going to use the Maybelline Eye Studio. It's the gel liner that they have in Blackest Black. And I'm just going to use a concealer brush to apply this on because it is a cream product. And I'm going to start at the lash line and then move up, but not all the way into the crease. We want to save some space in the crease for the shadow. So I'm going to start here and just start tapping that. Okay, so now I have both eyes done, and we're going to go ahead and pick up some black shadow now, and we're going to work that onto the lid and then a little bit into the crease. Same thing, Jaclyn Hill palette, The color, the blackest one here is Abyss. And we're gonna apply this to the lid. I'm just gonna pat it on there. And this sets the gel, but it also will help you start blending that gel. And I'm just taking the brush and I'm just wiping it along the edges of that black. Just softening that up a bit, as well as tapping it onto the lid. Okay, so if you can see, I don't know if you can, it's kind of softening a little bit at the edges. So we're going to use the same Makeup Geek eyeshadow blending brush. And I'm going to pick up the black now. And blend it just into the crease there. And so you want the black to kind of meet that darker of the brown shadows there in your crease. And not go too much higher. Okay, you still want the brown peeking through. Okay, so I just want the brown and the black to blend better, and so I'm going to take this small brush here that I used before, the tapered one, and I'm going to put a little bit more black on there just to make sure that there's no harsh lines between the black gel and the black shadow. And I'm going to put it right into that crease and keep it there, moving it back and forth. Now I'm going to use my Makeup Geek blending brush again, same one, and I'm going to pick up that lightest brown, and that was that silk cream color here up at the top, and I'm going to put that into the crease and have it blend between the brown and the black. The reason why I don't pick up the darker color is because if this brush should go up higher, which it is, I don't want to darken that high up. You just go back and forth. Like right here on this eye, I noticed that I might need a little bit more black closer to the gel. Now that I feel that everything is nicely blended out, I'm going to remove the tape, and you want to do this really slowly. So you don't want to rip your skin off. Okay. So for the sake of time, I went off camera and did my foundation, concealer, eyebrows, contour, and lips. And here I'm doing my winged liner with a liquid liner. We're going to line our waterline, and I'm using Loreal Infallibles, their 16-hour Never Fail black liner. And I'm going to do my tight line. I probably should have did this before I did my liquid liner, but here we are. I just pull my lid up like this. I know, it's really cute. And I just line that top waterline there. Now we're going to smoke out our lower lash line. So we're going to use a pencil brush. This is also from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to do those same colors that I did before. I'm going to start with that light brown color that was called Silk Cream, and just blend that out under the lash line. And then I'm going to go in again with that Pukey color. And put that right over that other color that we did. Smoking out the lower lash line too is really good if you have any like fine lines or wrinkles underneath your eyes. It totally covers them up. Okay, and then the last color I'm going to go in with is the black. And I think our last step is lashes. I am using the Red Cherry eyelashes. Let's see. I'm using the Duo eyelash glue, and so I'm just going to apply the glue to the lashes here. I set that one down, and then I'm going to take the other one off and do the same exact thing. Just apply the glue And I'm just blowing on the one that was the one that I put the glue on first. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put mascara on. Hang on. Let's do that real quick. Here I applied my false lashes, and then I also put mascara on my lower lashes. Okay, so for the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes. This is an e.l.f. It says it's a concealer brush, but I'm going to use the first color in this palette here, the Enlight it's called here. Okay, so this is the final look. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you get a chance, please subscribe to my channel. I plan on having a bunch of videos coming out soon, especially Halloween videos, so look out for those. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. To set the eyeshadow base. Okay, now that I feel okay, now hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I did a smoky and with a few, I keep my hand, it still looks a little crazy.